295 horsepower. That's how much this 2010 RX 450H, which stands for hybrid, has. Can you believe it? I mean, that's a lot of power. So how does it drive? Well, we'll get to that in a second, but first, let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, starting with the good. For instance, this electric window. In most cars, it kind of flies up and then closes with a little bit of a bang. In the Lexus, it goes up, slows down, and closes with a hush. Just watch. Did you hear it close? I barely can hear it close, and I'm standing right above it. Another great detail is the way that the car feels. The steering wheel is so supple, you just want to caress it. The mouse fur up here, my God, it's like Egyptian sheets. You want to sleep in it. When you turn the car on, it positions you in the perfect position. I know that's not exclusive to the Lexus, but it sure makes you feel like a king. Another great feature is this mouse that they've put in the center console. Basically, the way it works is when you move the mouse over an icon, you get a little bit of like a pause, which lets you feel where the icon is. And when you push the button, you get that chime, letting you know that you've actually hit that button. But now that we're talking about the good, let's talk about the bad. Most cars nowadays come with those auxiliary plugs where you plug in your phone or your iPod. Well, the Lexus has them, but where do you think they are? Not on the dashboard. Certainly not anywhere where they can be seen. I'm not joking, it took me a half hour to find them. To find them, you first have to remove this little thing, then you gotta remove all the stuff that's in your little glove compartment here, center stack, then you gotta remove this fake bottom, and then way down deep inside, there are two auxiliary plugs. So how does this third generation RX drive? Well, let's find out. Let's take it for a ride. Well, the first thing you notice is how quiet this car is. Right now I'm driving on gas power, but when the car switches to electric mode, it is just incredibly quiet. You can hear a pin drop in this car. And talking about ride quality, it's actually very good. The car is solid. It handles the corners very responsively. Obviously, it's not a sports car. It's not designed to be a sports car, but for a pretty heavy SUV that's got a boatload of batteries in it, it does very well in these mountains. I'm actually quite impressed. I started this review talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So what's the ugly? In my opinion, it's the exterior styling of the car. The old model had kind of the sexy Coke bottle shape. This one just has these huge tracts of flat-sided land with these mirrors that sprout from the side of the car like mushrooms. To be fair, style is in the eye of the beholder, and a lot of people I've talked to about the car just love the look of the thing. So would I recommend it? You bet. Inside, it is just a joy to drive. Outside, well, you know my opinion on that. But overall, I think it's a winner, and I think Lexus has done a terrific job in combining excellent fuel economy, 28.3 miles a gallon is what I'm getting in this test drive, with the luxury that the brand is renowned for.
I'll take you out to anywhere that you wanna go.